And this one makes the alpha types uncomfortable. It's compassion. Compassion. Now, I know what some of the sharks out there are thinking. Compassion? Myron, this is business. It's a dog eat dog world. Compassion is soft. Compassion is weak. Let me correct you. Compassion is strategic. Compassion doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. It doesn't mean you keep employees that are incompetent. It doesn't mean you give away your product for free. Business is still a meritocracy. The numbers have to add up. But compassion means you understand the human element behind the performance. Picture this. You have a top performer. Let's call him James. James is a rock star. Always on time, always hits his quota, closes the biggest deals. But suddenly, over 2 weeks, James falls off the cliff. He's missing deadlines. He's irritable in meetings. His paperwork is sloppy. A leader with low emotional intelligence, the boss mindset, reacts with force. They pull James into the office and say, "Get it together or you're done. I don't pay you to go slack off." They manage by fear. What happens? James, who is already struggling, disengages. He starts looking for another job. You lose your top performer. A leader with high emotional intelligence notices the pattern and asks a different question. They ask, "James, this isn't like you. What's going on?" Maybe James is sick. Maybe James has a sick parent he's caring for. Maybe he's going through a messy divorce. Maybe he's just burnt out because he's carrying the team for 6 months. If you show compassion in that moment, if you act like a human being first and a boss second, you create something money cannot buy: loyalty. If you say, "Take Friday off, handle your business, we got you," James comes back on Monday ready to run through a brick wall for you. I've seen massive deals saved because of, instead of getting angry at a vendor for a shipping delay, the business owner showed compassion to the vendor's situation. Then that vendor worked twice as hard, overtime, for free, just to make it right. Compassion is not weakness. It is a competitive advantage. It lowers turnover, it increases effort, and it builds a culture that people actually want to work in. Let's move on to something a bit more complex. This is a concept that trips up a lot of young entrepreneurs and newly promoted managers: the paradox of leading by following. There's a Hollywood misconception. We see it in the movies like The Wolf of Wall Street or Glengarry Glen Ross, that the leader must always be at the front. The leader holds the flag. The leader barks the orders. The leader knows every single detail of every single job. That is a fast track to mediocrity. Best leaders, the ones who build empires, not just small businesses, know when to follow. Think about a championship basketball team. The coach is the leader, right? They set the strategy, manage the roster, handle the media. But during the game, with 30 seconds on the clock, who is leading the play? The point guard. A coach knows when to sit down, shut up, and let the point guard run the floor. If the coach tries to micromanage every dribble from the sideline, the team loses flow. The team loses confidence. In business, this translates to hiring people who are smarter than you in their specific field and then getting out of their way. If you hire a marketing expert who has spent 10 years mastering SEO and brand voice, why are you telling them how to write the copy? If you hire a senior developer, why are you hovering over their shoulder telling them how to code? True leadership is realizing, I am the generalist. You are the specialist. You lead the vision, but you follow their expertise. It takes incredible emotional intelligence to suppress your ego and say, "I don't know. You tell me." It also means practicing servient leadership. Sometimes leading means getting in the trenches. It means asking your team, "How can I help you remove this roadblock?" rather than demanding, "Why isn't this done?" When your team sees that you're willing to follow, that you're willing to listen to their ideas and trust their direction, they stop working for a paycheck and start working for the mission. They take ownership. And here's the magic trick. When your team takes ownership, your business scales. You stop being the bottleneck. You stop being the person who has to make every single decision. It's true freedom in business.
The Mindset Manual with Myron Williams.